Yes, good afternoon everyone.
Good afternoon.
Okay, I hope you're doing well. That's good. I'm also doing well. So, today we will talk about control ICT security threats. And before we tackle that, I would like to mark the attendance to know if everyone is present. For that reason, mark the attendance. We have Faith Cherotich,
Present.
Nathan Langat,
Present.
Liz Obure.
Present.
Okay, since you are all present, that's very encouraging. We can now proceed. So, from this, our topic, control ICT security threats, I have specific objectives that I will tackle today, specifically for this lesson. My first objective is explain meaning of ICT security threats. Second one is identify security threats. Third one is identify categories of ICT security threats. So you can write this somewhere because this is what you are required to be able to do after the end of this session. You can use it for your revision. So the mode I'll be using, I'll be asking questions, I'll engage in maybe a pair discussion, then illustrative talks, what I'm doing right now. So without wasting time, let's tackle the first objective, which is explain meaning of ICT security threats. So what do you understand by the term security threat, leave alone ICT and control? Let's pick it from here. What do you understand by the term security threat? Yes?
Security is being safe and threat is a risk.
Yes. That's good. Any different opinion? Any different opinion? Yes?
These are the possible potential harms that can happen to something.
Yes. So when we are talking about security threat, these are malicious. Something malicious is something intentional, something that someone can do intentionally to harm someone. So when we talk about security threats, these are malicious acts that expose you to an attack. Are we together? Then we come to the term ICT. What do you understand by the term ICT? Any trial? Yes?
ICT is information communication technology.
Yes, basically technology. Okay. Now, what do you understand by the term control? Just control.
Taking care.
Taking care. Yes.
Like leading something.
Yeah, to control is to have power over something, or to safeguard. To control is basically you safeguard something or you have power over that thing. So when we talk of control ICT security threats, if you combine all this, it's just having power to control any malicious attack that can be caused to a system in technology. I hope you are good.
Yeah.
Now you understand. You have power of any threat that can be caused to a system within information technology. So within use of technology. So for that reason, I'm done with our first objective. Let's proceed to identify security threats. How can we identify security threats? You can involve your neighbor. You think about it. Yes, I need at least one from each of you. Yes? I hope you have discussed. One?
Penetration testing.
penetration testing 2 is
We have software update.
software update. 3
Monitoring.
monitoring. Good.
Well, risk assessment.
Risk assessment. That is excellent. Okay, we will discuss this for. There are a lot. You will look for others in your own time. So when we talk of penetration testing, this is where an organization, let's talk of Safaricom, they give that opportunity legally that someone who can hack their system will get a reward. For that reason, they will be able to know that, okay, if someone succeeds to maybe hack the system, they will be able to know that, okay, we have a fault somewhere. So that's all about penetration testing. You understand? We have software update. Software update is where you ensure that the software you are using is up to date to the new things that has been upgraded to the software. That keeps you protected such that you don't use maybe the old version software might be having some loopholes that someone could use to get to a system. So when you update your software, you are up to the adjust that has been made to the software. That's enable you can use that to identify. Then you have monitoring. What's to monitor? To monitor is to check on something. When you monitor, you implement continuous monitoring. You check if there is any change within the software. You monitor how your users logs in, whatever they do in the system. Like now we are using let's say you students, you use the school system. So when you access that system, the admin always monitor whatever you do. We have risk assessment. Let's proceed to risk assessment. Risk assessment is where you assess any possible risk that can come out from the users, or maybe you might be seen as users of the system. Let's proceed to our third objective, categories. Very fast. One.
Yes, there is phishing.
Phishing.
Inside threats.
Inside threats. Yes.
We have
Man in the middle.
denial of service.
DOS. So, phishing is where someone uses a bogus software, maybe a bogus software or a bogus site to cheat you that it is the legitimate software, so that when you log in, she will be able to steal your credentials. Then, inside a threat is where you are an employee in a company. Then you give out the presidential information. So, then we have man in the middle. Man in the middle is where when you are communicating with her, then I do not know whatever you are saying, but I get to intercept that information, maybe alter it or just be able to see whatever you are doing. Then we have denial of service. Denial of service is where I cause a lot of jam, traffic in the system, such that legitimate users cannot get to access the system whenever they want to use it. I hope you understand. I'm done with the 3 objectives. So I just have a query, an assignment for you. You will give me 2, 3, 4. You will give me 10 of this, meaning you will have 6 from here. Then you will also give me 10 of 10 of the categories, so you learn 6 of the categories. We will continue from there in our next lesson, unless someone has a question. If you don't have a question, then have a nice time. See you in our next lesson.